So, you're ready to take back Ala Mhigo? This guide will give you a quick and easy breakdown of every boss mechanic in the final dungeon. The only thing standing between you and the city are 3 very angry bosses who would love nothing more than to send you back to the start. We'll cover every attack so you can lead your team to a smooth victory. Let's do this. Welcome back, my friends. Your first roadblock is a massive Magitek Scorpion. This fight is pretty easy. It's all about managing your space, especially when the attacks start to overlap. First up is Electromagnetic Field. This is a classic, unavoidable, party-wide AoE. Healers, just be ready to top everyone off. Next, look out for Target Search. The boss will put a large circular AoE under every player, and these circles will follow you around for a few seconds. If you have one, your job is to lead it away from the group. The moment the marker locks in, it'll turn darker and stop moving. Step out before it goes off. When they explode, they leave behind these burning puddles, so make sure you're not standing in any of those afterward. Finally, there's Tail Laser. The Scorpion fires wide-line AoEs straight in front of and behind itself, basically splitting the arena for just a few seconds. The only safe zones are off to its sides. Later in the fight, it gets mean and uses Tail Laser and Target Search at the same time, which really shrinks your safe space. Your priority is to dodge the lasers first and find a clean spot to drop your Target Search circle. And don't panic. Avoid overlapping puddles, and just keep moving. After a few more packs of mobs, you'll come face to face with the second boss, Aulus Asina. This guy introduces some pretty wild but fun mechanics. He'll frequently cast Mana Burst, which is just another party-wide hit you just have to heal through. No big deal. His main gimmick starts out with Orders to Charge, where he summons several Magitek bits floating drones around the arena. He immediately follows this up with Orders to Fire. Now, Orders to Fire is a 2-part attack. First, dodge the large circular AoEs the bits drop on the ground. Right after those go off, much larger donut-shaped AoEs appear around the bits. For those, the safe zone is right in the center of the donut, close to the bit itself. So, don't run away from everything. Step out of the first circles, then move into the donut gaps. Now, for his signature combo, Magitek Disruptor into Mindjack. Aulus will stun everyone with Magitek Disruptor and pull the whole party right to him. Then, he casts Mindjack, which knocks your soul out of your body and flings it toward the edge of the arena. You'll see a tether between your spirit and your body. You can't attack in this state, so your job is really simple. Walk back along that tether and rejoin your body, all while dodging the line AoEs from the bits and the roaming Deathclaw ads. Getting hit will briefly stun you or even slow you, but you have time to make it back as long as you keep moving. And once you're back in your body, you can help clean up the Deathclaws to make it easier for any teammates still in the way. Towards the end of the fight, he starts layering Demimagicks on top of Orders to Fire. Demimagicks put spread markers on every player that drop puddles where you're standing. That means you're dodging donut AoEs from the bits, while also staying spread so you don't overlap those Demimagick circles. Man, it sure looks hectic, but just focus on your own safe zone and don't stack on anyone. And finally, you've reached the man himself, Zenos Galvus. As soon as the fight starts, the outer edge of the arena becomes a persistent hazard zone. Touching it will slap you with a nasty bleed and a damage down debuff. So, your best bet is to stay in the inner ring. Zenos has 3 main attacks he calls his arts. First is Art of the Sword. This is a line AoE that targets all players from the boss. Everyone needs to spread out so your line markers don't overlap and double hit anyone. Next up is Art of the Storm. Here he does a big circular AoE around himself that also applies paralysis if it hits. When you see this, just get away from the boss to dodge the blast. Then there's Art of the Swell. This time, you do just the opposite. Art of the Swell is a raid-wide hit with a big knockback designed to yeet you into the death wall if you're too far out. Stack closer to Zenos, near the middle of the arena, so the knockback doesn't send you into the outer ring. He also uses an attack called Veinsplitter. Zenos casts a large circle AoE on himself, and then 4 clones appear around the edge of the arena and copy that attack. The usual safe spots are either in the very center or the little gaps between the clone indicators. Move out of his initial circle, then quickly adjust into a safe pocket before the clone's Veinsplitter goes off. Another move is Lightless Spark. One player gets tethered and Zenos jumps to the edge of the arena, then turns to face that person. After a few seconds, he fires a huge cone AoE along the tether. If that's you, drag the tether he's aiming away from the group. Ideally, toward the wall, then step out of the cone marker before it resolves. His tankbuster is Unmoving Troika, a hard-hitting multi-hit combo. Tanks should just pop down cooldowns and healers should be ready to pump some healing into that target. At around 15% HP, Zenos becomes untargetable and throws out 3 of his sword adds: Ame no Habakiri, the Swell, and the Storm. An ether transfer duty gauge appears. Your job in this phase is really simple. Destroy the swords as fast as possible. The longer they live, the more that gauge fills, and the more damage you'll take from that upcoming hit. While you're doing that, watch for Zenos' clones using the arts around the arena. Handle them the same way you did in Phase 1. Get close for Swell, get far for Storm, and spread out for Sword. Once the swords are down, Zenos unleashes a big attack whose damage is based on how full the Aether Transfer gauge got. After that, he becomes targetable again and starts chaincasting Concentrativity, a repeated raid-wide AoE until you burn him down. Heal it through and finish the job, and so long Zenos. And that's how you conquer Ala Mhigo. If this guide helped you take down the Viceroy, please consider liking the video and subscribing to Somonul Gaming. I'm rolling out guides for every dungeon and trial in the game, so you're always prepared. Thanks for watching, and good luck out there, Warriors of Light.